Good afternoon, I'm Emanuel Kiano.
And I'm Sarah Watai from Egerton University, the Campus Corner Club. And today we are joined by a special guest, Director Academics.
And we'll be tackling a very intricate matter the Memo released last week.
And the Memo has taken the Egerton students by surprise.
Welcome, our guest.
Thank you so much. My name is Phillip Nyayo, Egerton University Students Association Director Academic Affairs, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, and now to the Memo. All students who have pending Fs will have to clear them before they can proceed to the next level of study. Can you shed some light on that, please?
Okay, that point is quite straightforward, as it had been communicated earlier. Any student who has an F, which indicates in their portal, will not be allowed to proceed to the next academic year until they clear the same.
We are being told that students with pending Fs will have to retake the units only when offered. When will this happen?
This means that if you have a pending F in the first semester, you will register and do it in the first semester. Whereas if you have an F in the second semester, you will register and do it at the second semester when that unit shall be offered.
Alright, and to point number 3, when the timetable allows the student to register for units offered in a semester not exceeding 30 years. What do you mean by 30 years?
This point gives someone who has maybe a receipt in first year and another one in second year to register for both units, even if they're in those two different academic years, so long as the timetable allows. And also, the 2 units or all those units that are paid should not exceed 30 credit factors, which is that CF, the total number of CFs.
And on to the amount that should be paid for the retake, we have students are required to pay the administrative charges and the prorated tuition fees. What does this mean?
Prorated means that these units shall be charged depending on their CFs. For example, if you have failed a unit of CF of 3, there is a formula that we gave earlier, whereby take, for example, a student who has failed 3 CFs, and in that academic year, they take 48 CFs. So you will take the number of failed CFs, which is 3, divide by 48, then you multiply by 16,000, and this is for the regular students. This now will make the retake fee. Then this retake fee, you will add the administrative charge, which is different for every different program in the university.
So, when someone is retaking the course, they will not pay the usual school fees they will have paid to attend this semester.
No, because they are remaining in the current academic year. Remember, they will not be proceeding. So the only fee that they will pay is the retake charge plus the administrative charge. So they will not pay any other fee.
So this imposes that a student will not continue with the usual coursework but remain in the university and only do the units they failed.
Yes, that's why we are calling it retake. Retake means you attend classes, do cards, and finally do exams for the units that you failed.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, and Philip, maybe if you can expound on the retake formula, the administrative charges. So it depends on if you're a regular student, self-sponsored, and it also depends on maybe the faculty you're in.
Yes, both the tuition fee and the administrative charges are different for regular students and for the Module 2 students. Module 2 means self-sponsored students.
And is it a guarantee that if I retake my unit, I'll get a D? The same way, people who used to do a receipt know they will get a D.
No. Retake is advantageous because a retake you will be awarded the mark that you will score. This is different from the receipt, whereby no matter what marks you get, you are usually awarded a D. So this retake is totally a different case from the receipt.
Okay. And in case one wants to retake, or in the case somebody wants to retake the unit, where can they get these forms from, or where can they apply to get these retakes from?
Application for retake is manual, and these forms are available at the respective faculties. So we advise all the students to take the forms from their faculties and fill the form.
just to be clear, the university is not deferring any student.
No one, the university doesn't defer any student. The only thing is that the student will not proceed to the next academic year. Yeah.
What if a student opts to defer?
No, we do not encourage the students to defer, especially if you have an F, because our last point in the memo indicates very clearly that once you defer, you will remove yourself from this academic year and you put yourself into the 2024-2025 academic year. So we encourage them to retake the failed units so that now their portals can become clean and be able to proceed with their studies just as the other students.
On more questions, students are asking, are the congresses who came up with these rules, who came up with this discussion?
These rules have been implemented right from the Commission for University Education, which regulates all the universities in the country. And this is a directive for all the universities within the country. Then now, the University Management Board sat down and gave an waiver for the students. Instead of repeating the whole year and doing all the units, students have been given a chance to retake only the failed units. This is different from the previous notice and the previous communications that a student who had failed receipts was to repeat the whole academic year. But now through our negotiations and through our Vice Chancellor, they were able to be given a chance to do only the failed units. So actually students should take this as a waiver and as an advantage and take it positively instead of failing to retake these units.
So just to be clear, the VC is not in support of it, but he has tried to find a solution by ensuring the students stay in school and only retake the units they
Yes,
fail.
remember, the mandate of the Vice Chancellor is always to protect our students and to ensure their academic life runs smoothly. So he is actually the one who intervened for students through the council. Instead of students repeating the whole academic year and paying all that amount and also the academic load, he intervened so that they can retake only the failed units instead of paying the whole fees.
All right, and maybe if I can take you back to the issue of deferment, would you advise maybe somebody to defer, or what is your advice in case somebody has a retake?
Someone who has a retake, remember a retake, one, it has an advantage of you will not be given a D in that unit. You will do your course successfully and get the grade that you will earn at the end of the semester. So I would not advise any student to defer, because once you defer, you will automatically put yourself in the next academic year, which is 2024-2025. And even if you report in that year, you will be still to retake this unit again in that academic year. So you will have like wasted 2 years at home. Yes.
And if the retake I failed is being offered in the second semester, and currently, as we all know, we are in the first semester, do I stay in school? Do I go home? What can you advise me on the way forward?
We encourage students to first fill the application forms at their respective faculties, and then a way forward will be given at the faculties. They fill the forms so that now they can know what to do, because if a unit is offered in the second semester, you will come to do it in that second semester. If it is offered in the first semester, you will come to do it in the second semester. So they let students take the first step of applying for the retakes so that now we can move forward.
Okay, and students who are probably in their fourth year and they have receipts in their first year, second years, and third years, what happens? Like in this semester, do they do the receipts they had in their first year, first semester? Give us the way forward.
As you have seen in our point number 3, number 2, these students, so long as the timetables allows, they have been given a leeway of applying for all these receipts, not receipts, retakes, and do them concurrently. So there is no one who is blocking a student who has a receipt in first year and second year and even in third year from applying for all of them. They actually have that chance to apply all of them.
So, And further, students were asking, there are students who totally did not show up for the receipt, and there are students who did the receipt and failed. Were they being given the same amount of punishment?
Okay, from this, in case of any changes, of course, in case of any change about the same, we will communicate. But apparently, let all these students take this advantage of retaking the courses, so that when it comes to the next academic year, we won't have anyone being blocked. They will all proceed to the next. But as I'm saying, in case of any further negotiations, we will communicate later.
Yes, and Mr. Phillip, so you're saying this is a clean slate, so that somebody who failed a previous unit can now retake the unit, and is this an advantage because they can get a grade better than a D?
Yes, in that case, for a student who looks at the academic life in this way, I will take it as an advantage. Because one, you will not have a D. Remember, a D in your transcript will affect even when you are looking for your jobs. So for the retake, you will be able to get a good grade. Remember, you have only been given a chance to do those few units. So you have enough time to prepare well for that retake and be able to get a better grade than you got the time you made a receipt.
All right. Thank you for that. What would be your parting shots to the students? Maybe that you can tell them according to this, in light of this memo, what should they do?
So thank you. Mine is to encourage all the affected students and to tell them that we should not give up. Remember, we all came here with a purpose. We have a common purpose of pursuing our dreams in our life. We need all to get our degrees, which brought us to Egerton University. Lastly, is to remind all the students that our portal will close on 6th, which is on Friday midnight. So I encourage all of us to at least clear everything so that we can be able to register our units, register finance, to prevent anybody deferring because of the same. Otherwise, thank you so much for hosting me.
I hope this gives you clarity based on the memo that has been explained by our Director Academics, Phillip Nyayo.
Indeed, this has been a wonderful session, and we hope to have more sessions like this. Take it positively. This is not the end of the world. You can only do so much.
I have been your host, Sarah Watai.
And I, Emanuel Kiano, and this is Egerton University Campus Corner Club. Thank you.